So today we're going to look at some movements that we can do before we run. These are my favorite pre-run exercises because you're going to find a little bit of flexibility. You're going to feel a little bit of heat, so to warm yourself up. But they're also designed so that our muscles that we need for running start to load. So we're going to be really ready to run. So to begin, we're going to start with our right leg. It's going to sit in center, so it's going to stay where it is. Our left leg is going to step back behind us. The measure here is about a ruler and a half. So you can do a few just so you can get balanced into it. Now this time when your left leg comes back, it's going to bend so that you're going to sit back into your hips. Your right leg stays straight. So we're getting our hamstring the back of our leg. We move forward and then we're sitting back into it. And through all these movements, you'll see we hold an exercise, but we move in and out of it. And that's where we start to get some nice activation in our muscles also. As you come back, your right toes can start to lift up off the ground. So it's a crease of our hips forward, toes lift off. We can add our arm in. So as you come down low, our left hand reaches down towards our toes and we stand back up. So we sink it down, hips crease back. We lean forward, toes lift, hand towards your toes. All the way back up to center. So hopefully you start to feel a little bit of heat as you move. We have one final add-on, which is to reach your left arm a little bit more out to the left as you go down. And you should get an increase in the stretch on the outside of your right bum cheek. So just take a few more of these, guys. I mean, you can do as many as you want, but 10 is probably a good number as we move around. When you come up this time, we're all the way up to standing. Your right leg stays exactly where it is, and our left leg steps off to the side. So as you step your left leg off to the side, it bends, your right leg stays straight, and we bring ourselves back up to stand. So this is very Jane Fonda aerobics, but a great movement. So as we come down here, we're trying to keep our right baby toe on the ground, and that should really increase the stretch. We're going to take that lean forward just like we did in the last movement. So creasing at our hips as we come down, popping ourselves back up. We can also add our arms like we did previously. Left hand reaching towards your right baby toe. So getting a little bit of a twist, sinking down, lifting up. About another 2 or 3 of these, guys. On our next one, we could go down and hold it down. Sink a little deeper, so crease your hips back a little further. Bend into your left leg a little further and reaching your right hand or left hand towards your right toes. All the way back up. Right leg stays where it is. Left leg steps forward. Same movement, about a ruler and a half. So looking for your measure. Once you have it, we're setting ourselves up. So our right leg is still straight. We're on the ball of our foot. So if you're up on your toes, come onto the ball of your foot. That's going to make it a much deeper stretch. This leg, we really want it to stay straight, and that will help that do, or help you find that. Our left leg begins straight and then we bend it. So we're working again through our left leg. We bend it, we straighten it. When we come on our next bend, you're going to hold it down. We're going to press our hips slightly forward, and it's a little tuck of your tailbone. So almost if you had a little tail and you were trying to bring the tail underneath your body, that should give you quite a big stretch across your hip. We make it deeper by reaching our right arm up towards the ceiling. And then we think about all that movement. Right heel dropping heavy, pelvis tucking under ever so slightly, arm lifting higher towards the sky. You could take a little bend towards your left. Oh, I can feel that, and it should give you a good stretch across the front of your hips. Straighten through your left leg, let it release out. We move again. So coming down, bending through our left leg, dropping heavy through our right heel, tucking our pelvis under, reaching our fingers up, a little bend towards the left. And eventually all those elements come quite smooth together. So it's one movement as you sink forward and lean to the side, releasing back up. Take about another 2 of these, guys. Your final one, feel free to stay in it a little bit more. Feeling the ball of your foot, so the ball of your big toe and your baby toe pressing down. The tuck of your pelvis, the reach of your arm. Maybe even deeper through your lean through the side. And release all the way up. We're going to come do that on the opposite side. You might notice a difference between your right leg and left leg already, just having done one side. Our left leg stays steady this time, right leg steps back. A little easier now, you know where you're going, so about 1.5 rules as you step back. Once you have your measure, we're bending into our right leg, left leg stays straight, lifting back up. So a crease of our hips as we come down. We add on by lifting our left toes up off the ground. That will automatically make the stretch quite a lot deeper. So coming low, we're bringing our hand into it, right hand reaching down towards our toes, feeling the hips push back to help you lean forward. We go even deeper by taking our right hand off towards the right hand side, and you should feel that a little bit more on the outside of your left leg. So again, trying to move our muscles, warm them up, and also get them switched on so that they can protect us and help us move really well in our running. Final one, you can come down, hold it. See, can you crease more through your hips, sit deeper, reach your arm a little further out to the side, all the way up to stand. Left leg stays where it is. Step your right leg off to the side. As we step it out, we're bending through our right leg and pouncing ourselves back up. Sitting down, coming back. Take a few just to find your stance. It's going to be a little wider on this one. Left baby toe stays down, and you'll feel the difference if your toes lift off or if you can keep them grounded. Feeling the hinge of your hips, so hips coming back behind you to help you lean forward. And now adding our arm, right hand towards our left toes, lifting back up. Coming down, creasing low, lifting up. Take another 5 of these, guys. It doesn't have to be like a really quick movement. We'll be doing lots of quick movements as we run, so easing yourself in. Final one, hold it down. Sink deeper if you can. Reach your arm a little further towards your toes. Bring yourself back to stand. This time our right leg is stepping forward. Our left leg is back. It's our 1.5 rule space, or about that for our bodies. Left heel dropping heavy. So you might feel what it is to bend the leg, to straighten the leg, to be up on your toes, or to find the ball of your foot. Heel pressing down. Right leg is straight to begin with, and then we bend it. So we're coming down over our front leg, lifting back up. Right knee bends, lifting up. Right knee bends, hold it here. We're trying to get our hips underneath our head, which is a really great reference for when we're running. So hips underneath our head, tuck our pelvis under, strong through your back leg, so drop the heel and you'll automatically feel a much bigger stretch across the front of your hip. Left arm lifts towards the ceiling, a little bend over towards your right hand side. See if you can get the ball of your big toe and your baby toe down onto the ground, and it should increase the stretch. Straighten through your legs, let that release. Bending down, back leg straight, let your hips press forward. A little tuck of your body, so if you had a tail, trying to get the tail underneath your body, and a lean up and over towards your right hand side. Releasing out. Maybe it's just me, but I am definitely very warm after doing these movements. Your last 3 here. Taking your time as you feel you need. Our final one, hanging out down there. Ball of your foot pressing down, heel a little heavier. See, can you tuck your pelvis a little bit more? Lean a little bit further towards your right hand side. And come release it out. So there you go, guys. It won't take you a long time to do them, but definitely I would encourage you to do them every time before you run, and see the difference. So hopefully it feels a little bit easier, a little bit smoother. So good luck. Let me know how you get on.